Now I think making money is an awesome thing, because as an entrepreneur, when you make money, it's literally because you've helped people. It's as simple as that. I was on some Instagram reel, and it was like someone said like, oh, you know how to make 10K a month, and he was like, lie about making 10K a month. That's what people's beliefs are about entrepreneurship.
I've seen that one
like,
too, yeah.
and the top comments was like, yes, this is true. Anyone at the top who makes a lot of money has gotten there from cheating and lying and scamming. And he wasn't actually being like he wasn't joking. And he had thousands of likes, and everyone was agreeing below. And I was just thinking like, I used to be like you. I used to think that making money was a bad thing. You're going to stay broke because of that belief. So it doesn't serve you in any way to think that.
It's funny, Kai, though. This sounds like us a couple of years ago when we were building the Mark Tilbury brand. We're like, we don't want to sell. We never want to sell. We just want to keep it clean. And that's the brand. But then we went out to Dubai and then spoke to E-Man. And he was like, well, you need to be selling. Like you're saying, you're doing a service to your fans and your followers. And you need to, help level up their life in a way that you couldn't through YouTube, a closer relationship.
Yeah, I was going to say about what you said there. It is a bit of a double-edged sword, though, because I agree that it is more of a reflection of themselves when they're saying that it can't be true. But then also what that guy says is true. I could do that with the team that we have and the people that we know and the experience that we have. If I wanted to now just start shilling some sort of FBA course or Forex course or something like that, I could blow up on TikTok. I could make 10K a month and I could bullshit it 100%. I could do it this week. So,
but I don't think you could go much further than 10K.
But just
and
the,
also,
but the issue
would you
is,
be able to sustain that 10K? Because people would find you out eventually, surely.
Potentially, but the point is that what that person says, it kind of is true at the same time, which is a shame. But I agree with you for the most part, but it is kind of true.
There's certainly shady entrepreneurs, but what I will say with Curtis is like, these days it's so easy to kill off an entrepreneur. Someone's made a shit course, someone's shilled something. The amount of hate videos and testimonials he's going to have is crazy, that like his longevity is just gone. The only way that you can be in the game for years these days is if you've actually had a really positive impact on the people, which is a big move. It's like what Iman told you is, before you monetize and you just make free content, yeah, sure, it's free and it's wholesome, like you said, it's clean, which is a really weird word to use in it, because what are you implying then? Like, making the money's dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
But which is how it feels. Like you feel dirty when you're trying to like ask your audience, not even asking for money, you're trying to say like, here's something you could buy which would probably help you. You don't have to. All the videos are still completely free. You're still getting everything. But for the people who did want to spend more money, here's something that I can help you more with. That's the clean thing. That's actually like just such a clean transaction that humans have always done. I think in the last few years, a lot of people have lost trust in these internet entrepreneurs, because some dickhead kid pops up on the scene and he's 16 years old. He's got one picture in Dubai, and now he's making a course, or he's got some NFT or whatever, like the new thing that people are selling these days, like trading programs or something. And there are like a lot of random scammy kids. What I will say is I don't believe anyone near the top is scamming like at all. When I see the videos of people who are criticizing like Andrew Tate for his program and saying, oh, Hustlers University is a scam. How is it? I've joined it myself. How can it be a scam? It's like, it's what it's promised. You can say like, oh yeah, I didn't like it. Okay, fair enough. You can say like, oh, but one of the coaches wasn't good. Okay, that's your opinion, fine. But saying something is a scam, it's like, you can't scam in the modern day. You can do a chargeback for anything you buy. So nothing is really a scam these days. You can question the quality of something. But most entrepreneurs these days, from what I've seen, is like, they're actually like awesome people. They're extremely hardworking, and they very much care about making an awesome product. Like the average the quality entrepreneur that I speak to is no longer just a promoter. They obsess over product like crazy. Like Iman remade his product like 2 or 3 times. Tate did a full-on rebranding, got custom platforms, custom payments. That is such an incredible level of work. And when I see their programs, and these are my competitors, by the way, so I shouldn't be saying anything good. I should be the one saying, yeah, they are scams. But truly, I've bought their programs to see, and I'm so impressed of the level of work that goes into it and the quality that like some kid these days can join Hustlers University for like what, $40 and genuinely like get like tutors who help him for that. It's insane, because when we were all a little bit younger, there was nothing like this. There was no like make money online, like, like YouTubers or courses back then. These days, I don't know how much you guys have learned from these mentorships and courses and programs yourselves. But when I look at the 16-year-old entrepreneurs, and many of them are in these programs, they're inside of my program, they're learning, they're posting already. I think that's beautiful. I wanted this when I was younger. Like I used to play video games and make money in the video game because I wanted to feel productive. And I just didn't I never had the idea that I could have just done that in real life, because I never stumbled upon like one of these scammers who would have inspired me to do so.
I think it depends a bit as well of how you sell these courses, because if you're pushing them down people's throats and saying you have to join, making them feel like dickheads not for joining, that's probably the wrong move, and you're probably going to get called a scammer. But if you do it in the way that you said, like there's this other thing that you can get if you want, but you don't have to buy it, I think that's the better route to go down. That softer sell approach. I think you're doing some stuff with emails as well at the moment, aren't you? On the back end.
Not honestly, not even that much.
Not now.
I'm like really going more of the brain dead entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I've got one product. I'll casually mention it in a video when it's relevant. I send people there. I don't want to have a funnel. I don't want to have the cute email sequence, the 7-day. Hey, bro, you know, you still interested? I don't want to do any of that.
So did you find people dropped off from those 7 days of emails before getting the sale?
It works. There's a reason why, like, you know, every person does email marketing. We've got a free community, and, you know, the funnels do work. But I really do think they affect your reputation as well. And so I find that these days, especially with a very large audience, that casual pitch of like, oh, and, you know, by the way, I mentioned that growing on YouTube in this video, if you've got money to invest, you might like that thing if you buy those kinds of things. That won't get as many sales as a hard push, total value, $17,000, but it actually maintains your integrity. Like I was saying to Mark, I feel like I've made so many mistakes, which I won't lie, people think I'm a scammer, and like, I don't even blame them. I had the sales page that said like total value $17,000 for a course. What a dickhead. Like, that's what if anyone thinks I'm a scammer, I don't blame you, because I marketed really heavily. You know, I learned from these books which said to write that and everything.
Yeah, Russell Brunson, value
Yeah,
stacks,
exactly.
Stuff,
like $3,000 for this video or something like.
I think it links back to what Mark and you were discussing earlier, though, where it's like balancing value versus selling. And if you're emailing them every day, and every day you're emailing them, it's leading up to the big shill, then that's where it becomes an issue, because it's like, oh, can this guy just leave me alone? Like, if I want to watch a free video, I'll watch it on my terms. I don't want you to just keep hitting me up about this thing that you are inevitably going to sell me. And I think that's probably where the issue comes in.
There's a term for this, which is like, don't be wallpaper, which is like, don't do something so much to the point that it habitualizes for your viewers that it's just like, oh, here's this little pitch again, here's this little pitch again, here's this little pitch again. I think Eman did this really well. Like, he used to, you know, mention his program every now and then he transitioned into doing those big events. And so it's like, instead of constantly right hooking with the sale, you jab first loads of times, and then the right hook is special, it's scarce, it's urgent, it's this one-time thing. You know, you've got 5 hours because of this one sale, you can only 1,000 people can join, whatever. And that makes it a lot more special. It's like, oh, it's exciting. If you mention it all the time, every day there's an email being sent out, and there's another one, total value $17,000, people just kind of turn their brain off because they've just heard it so many times.